Hey guys, so today we're gonna talk about why you're looking fat in your outfit and how to stop it. So you hear the terms skinny fat,
Muffin top,
top heavy,
and our favorite, dad bod. Now basically all these are kind of ways to describe people that are either in somewhat of shape or just kind of letting themselves go a little bit. Dad bods aren't cool, guys. As much as GQ's trying to make it happen and trying to make you feel better about your dad bod, maybe don't necessarily let yourself go. But even if you are in any of those categories, there are ways that you can be dressing so you don't look like you are in those categories. So the first thing is you gotta make sure your clothes fit.
Fit is key, guys. So we always say this. So normally we recommend sizing down, but if you feel like you're gaining a little bit of weight, maybe size up. Still stick with slim fit and tailored clothing. Just maybe go one size up.
Right, so if you're going slim fit and you go too thin, things are gonna be pulling everywhere. So any little like blemish you may have in your body that maybe you're not comfortable with is going to show. Like if you have anything here and your t-shirt's too tight, it's just gonna pull apart. I mean, if your chest is too big, that's probably not necessarily a terrible thing because you're gonna look, buff. But like in the belly, you don't want any pulling. You want a little bit of room to move around. If you have high armholes, that also helps when you're having your shirt tucked in so nothing will come untucked, and then you won't have that muffin top effect with the top of your shirt.
You shouldn't be wearing low-rise denim. I mean, that already is gonna extenuate the gut.
Right, because your shirt's gonna be tucked in below your waist and your belly ends, and then you got about like 1 to 2 inches before your jeans with the low-rise start, which is where everything kind of comes together, and your belt doesn't cover that up if it's not high enough. But if you have a normal rise pant, your belt will kind of cover up that transition between your belly and your waist, which will smooth everything out. So every part of your body kind of has something to do. It's not just the clothes you're wearing. Like if you think that you're looking a little chubby and you have a beard, trust me, I shaved my beard and people ask me if I lost 10 pounds even though I was about 10 pounds heavier, because it was like that Thanksgiving, Christmas area where you know what happens during that Christmas time. But yeah, so I trimmed my beard down and everyone's like, oh my God, you look so much thinner, you lost weight. I was like, no, I just trimmed my beard. So if you have a beard and you can trim it up a little bit, that will take a little bit of weight out of your face and make you lose some weight. Also, if you have a lot of hair on the sides, tighten up the sides of your face and it'll just thin everything out. And if you want to, you can add more volume up in your hair so it'll elongate your face and thin you out, which is also very helpful for looking skinny. And then we're on to pants. So like we said before, mid-rise or normal rise right at your waist is a good place to start to really thin you out. I mean, they may feel a little weird at first depending on what you're used to, but trust me guys, once you look in the mirror or have someone else take a look at you, they're gonna be like, damn, you look good. So it might look a little weird at first, but give it a shot, ask some opinions, don't just look at it yourself, because I know the first time Blake actually pointed it out like 4 years ago, he's like, why you wear all low-rise denim? And I was like, I guess it's just where I shopped before, like that's all they sold and how I bought denim. And he's like, you need to get some normal rise. And then I tried that out. It made a hell of a difference, especially when I'm tucking in dress shirts. It's a world of difference. And your shirts stay tucked in because they're not like halfway.
But I also feel like it made you more proportioned. Like it made you leveled out, not so much top heavy. It actually made him taller, just like that.
I grew 3 inches that day. And also, keep it slim, not necessarily skin tight, but slim is gonna make you look taller. The wider you go, the more compact you're going to look. So same with suits and everything. So the wider your suit and the wider your pants, the more just short and wide. You're gonna look more than tall and long, which is the goal. So slimmer is better, tight is no good.
Yeah, tight is no good, especially if you're a little bigger up top, guys. Stay away from tight. All it's gonna do is make you look like the Kool-Aid man. You don't want that. You wanna be like proportioned. So if you're a little bigger up top, you can still be slim, just don't be tight.
If your pants are too long and you have all this honey bunches of oats bunching up at the bottom of it, it's just gonna look like either one, the pants aren't yours, or two, you're just shorter than you actually are. So the taller you can look, the thinner you will look.
Yes.
Even if you are not tall and thin. The goal is to look tall and thin. All right, guys, so those are some of the tips we use to avoid looking fat in our outfits. Some days are better than others. Obviously, if you hit the gym, it's a good idea. Never hurts. Walking a few miles, you know, getting your steps in if you got a Fitbit, Apple Watch, any of those things.
Yep.
But you know, if you don't want to do any of that, there are some steps you can take, and these are those. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, hashtag your pictures, hashtag Gents Lounge. Give this video a thumbs up if these tips were helpful, and leave us a comment below. Thanks, guys.
Okay.